Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 7, Minagoroshi. So last episode, we finished up the prologue and Satoko is finally free. We did it, we saved her. She's free from Teppei Hojo, right? So let's see how long this piece lasts, right? Because we are going now into the Watanagashi Festival. It is very, very near. Like, I think pretty much it's the next day, right? So, let's see how long the piece lasts in this game. As when the Watanagashi Festival comes and it ends, right? Then it starts. The terror, the tragedy starts, right? Satoko and Rika-chan were already waiting there for me. While the injuries on her face, covered with band-aids, looked painful, Satoko seemed to be full of life. It almost looked as though her wounds were from playing too hard or something. So yeah, it's nice that she's back now, finally back.
じゃあ、昨夜は結局診療所に泊まったのか？
ええ、私は全然平気ですのよって言ったんですけど、監督たちが一晩様子を見たいなんておっしゃりますもので。
お医者さんがそうしろって言うんだから、素直に従った方がいいと思うけどな。
わかった。診療所で一人でお泊まりするのが怖かったんでしょう。夜の診療所には成仏してない霊がいっぱいいるそうだからね。
We're finally back to joking around now.
さとこは僕と一緒でないと眠れない体になってしまったのですよ。はあ、どうして一緒じゃないと眠れないのかな。
それはですね、リカちゃまじゃないとサトコの体の夜泣きよ。
Who smacked her though? No sooner had Shion finished that sentence than a bucket went flying into her face. Satoko started chasing Shion in circles, like they were playing tag. I really miss this rambunctious fun.
こんな当たり前の風景がもう取り戻せないかもしれないって。
But it's really nice seeing a lot of them now in one scene, right? It's been a while since we've seen like 3 characters in one frame.
そうだな。
Finally.
でもな、取り返したぜ。俺たちでな。
We did this, yes. Honestly, but yeah, it's kind of sad because like it's inevitable, right? Something's gonna happen here and I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, something will happen and it's sad after all the good things has been happening, right? Like we did this, we finally did this, we saved her. But yeah.
主に頑張ったのは圭一だと思いますですよ。
It will happen.
圭一が相談所に訴えようと自分で言い出して、圭一がみんなで押しかけようと言って、みんなに声をかけたのです。
But let us have fun for the moment, right? Let us enjoy this couple scenes, maybe a couple episodes, right?
そうだね。ケイちゃんが最大の功労者であるのは私も認めるよ。今回の一件でひなみ沢に前原圭一ありってのはだいぶ知れ渡ったと思うからね。
But yeah, everyone knows Keiichi now. He's the Keiichi Maibara now.
はあ、圭一くん、有名になってモテモテになっちゃうのかな。
It's not just kids now. Everyone, even the adults, the Yakuza, they know who Keiichi Maibara is now.
そりゃあモテモテになるね。婦人会のおばさま方にチヤホヤされちゃうよ。いや、モテる男はつらいね。
I'd be fine with that if I could divide their ages by 3. Many people were wearing yukatas. It was still June, but it felt more like it was the middle of summer. Wait, is it actually the festival today? I thought it was like tomorrow or something. Once we finished climbing the stairs, we could see the festival and the crowd enjoying it. The Furude Shrine was packed with people leaving the grounds looking nothing like their usual quiet self. Oh yeah. By the way, where's Akasaka, right? Didn't Uichi say he's gonna come back by the festival time, right? Lanterns of various colors were hanging about and people were swarming the various festival booths, giving the whole place an unorganized yet pleasant atmosphere.
すげえ人だな。ひなみ沢ってこんなに人がいたんだ。
綿流しのお祭りはみんな来るよ。多分ひなみ沢の人の半分くらいは来てるんじゃないかな。
それだけじゃないよ。
How many is the people in Hinamizawa though? I mean, let's say it's in the thousands, right? But yeah, not too many, I guess. Maybe like at 1,000, maybe 2,000 people at max, right? Maybe?
近隣の町の町会や子供会も招待してる。
そうだよな。俺たちの学校あれしか生徒いないのに、今日は子供の姿がやたらたくさんある。
お祭りの賑やかさはやっぱり子供の賑やかさだからね。
She's right. I'm in agreement here. There were a lot of booths around too. They were by far the best part of the festival. Booths selling takoyaki, yakisoba, shaved ice, apricot candy, sauce senbei, chocolate bananas. There was a yo-yo game, a goldfish game, a shooting gallery. There were countless booths here too.
露天商は町からわざわざ来てくれてるんだよ。
Those boot runners all came from the city.
やっぱりこういうのがないとお祭りは盛り上がらないよね。
で、それを俺たちは荒らして回るわけか。どんな勝負にせよ、俺は負けないぜ。
そうだね。頑張ろう。
ハロロン、遅れて申し訳ないです。私がビリでした？
Yes.
ならこれで全員揃いましたね。
このメンバーが揃うとのんびりお祭りを楽しもうということにはなりませんのね。
そりゃそうだよ。今年も行くよ。綿流し祭、6人か。六強爆闘
Will be the battle of six evils.
さとこ、今年は気兼ねしないで思いっきり楽しみましょうなのです。頼まれなくても気兼ねなどしませんわ。大暴れさせていただきますのよ。
よっしゃ、サトコ、その息だぜ。
You go, girl.
昨日までのことなんか今夜で吹き飛ばしちゃいましょう。
今日はみんなで思いっきり遊ぼう。全員が揃うなんて1週間ぶりだもんね。
そうさそうさ、今夜は全員で祭りを遊び倒すよ。
Oh. So Mitake, Tekano. So I guess they're pretty much just skipping the dialogue, right? Because yeah, we've pretty much done this already multiple times, so that's why, yeah, they're just doing something like this now. Like, I guess it's pretty similar to what they did in the previous chapters, right? Them playing, eating takoyaki and stuff. As we run around frolicking, a lot of people approached Satoko. Some were concerned for injury, some sympathized with how she had been treated so far, and some insisted she could rely on them if ever in need. And all of that must have been disconcertingly fresh for Satoko, who wasn't used to it. Satoko said that all the unusual kindness was making her feel uncomfortable and said, "But I knew she was just being shy. Right now, this just..." Okay, I couldn't read, it's so fast.
おや皆さん、早速はしゃぎ回っているようですね。
Sorry about that, there was no pause there, so yeah, we gotta read as fast as we can.
やあ、リカちゃん。
Oh, he's back. Does it show though? Okay, it does not show. Akasaka is back.
約束通りに来たよ。
The main man is back.
盛大に盛り上がってるね。
どちら様でございますのかしら。
Wasn't she there? She was there, right? When Akasaka was visiting us? Yeah. I mean, Satoko was still okay then.
リカの知り合いですの？赤坂は肝心な時にいなくて使えないのです。
Akasaka is never there when I need him.
なんだろう。私、怒らせるようなことをしましたか？
But the thing is, can Akasaka help though? Maybe. Maybe, right? Maybe, just a little. I don't know how, but maybe he could have helped, right?
実はですね、赤坂さんが温泉へ行かれているほんの1週間ほどの間にですね、とても大変なことがあっ
はあ、リカちゃんが知らないお兄さんと一緒だ。知り合いかな
何よ、どちら様どちら様。
But wait, what? They were in the toy shop, right, when Akasaka came there? Didn't they see him then?
おじさんたちにも紹介してよ。
Or was it just Keiichi there? I actually don't remember who talked to Akasaka then, right? But yeah, Rika was there, of course, and Uishi was there as well, right? Maybe it was only Keiichi and Rika, right? When Akasaka had arrived, I'd believe what it took to change fate was the power of an influential individual, or so I thought. But it turned out that was a misunderstanding. Okay. Individuals don't make miracles, everyone must come forward to make them happen, and that's why when I thought I could defeat fate, as long as I had Akasaka by my side, it was all in my head. Even if he had been there, we probably wouldn't have been able to do anything, and would only disappoint us. I'm not saying that Akasaka was at fault, that's not the point at all. I may have considered him useless perhaps. Even I'm rather astonished at my foul-mouthedness. Let's forget about things tonight. It's been a couple decades, why not celebrate?
おや前原の坊主じゃないか。噂には聞いてるぜ。聞いたよ。なんでもお寮のばあさんと日本刀ぶつけ合って納得させたっていうじゃないか。
Okay, everyone is hearing that story now.
やるね。
そんなことしてないっす。平和に話し合いをしただけですよ。
しかし偉いな。みんなを率いてお役所とちゃんと交渉したんだもんな。前原のお兄ちゃん、アンザーメサービスするよ。何本いる？
ケイチくん、いいないいな。今日はモテモテだね。ケイチは熟した果実がお好きに違いないのです。リカが何を言ってるかわかりませんが、どうせろくな意味ではありませんわね。
Keiichi got a lot of attention too wherever he went. In order to save Satoko, he took the initiative, and hence his leadership abilities were known throughout the village. Moreover, him persuading the village council and order herself were now legendary of heroism. Everyone had understood just how much Satoko had been ostracized by the whole village, and they also understand how unreasonable it was. Seeing Keiichi's efforts to break through the taboo so refreshingly was a glimpse of a new future ahead of the village. With that said, now Keiichi Maibara had become the hot topic amongst the Hinamizawan people. Naturally, everybody wanted a glimpse of this Maibara Keiichi, and hence the bargain auction saw an unprecedented turnout. Yes. Even though he started off a red face, once he got over his shyness, Keiichi showed his true colors, eliciting rapturous cheers from the crowd with sheer energy and momentum. The Watanagashi Show 58 of that day became home to a special fervor. Even after this, I'm sure Keiichi will continue to steer the village into new adventures to come. Having such a young leader appear has made the village elders rather assured or reassured. Why do they skip it though? I couldn't read it.
昨日助けに来てくれたおじさん。
And yeah, why did they skip the auction though? I wanted to actually see that though. Like we had scenes in the child office, right? 3 times we went back there, right? And all of that had scenes. And with this one, with Keiichi, I wanted to see the auction, and they didn't even show it to us right now. They pretty much just told us that a lot of people came here. Keiichi was good at it, and that's it.
昨日はどうもありがとうございました。
あ、紹介が遅れてるね。
Why is this a Yakuza guy?
県議会議員をされてる三郎おじさんだよ。
Uncle Saburo.
こっちは市議会議員をされてるケンおじさん。
昨日は来るのが遅くなってすまんかったね。相談所への道を一本間違えちゃってな。
Dude, I like voices like this. Yeah, in animes, like it's so unique, honestly. Like, yeah, it sounds like a very very big guy, right? All the time, but yeah, I always what do you call this? Feel unique. It always feels unique to me whenever I hear voices like this.
いやでも頼もしかったです。
Like I cannot even imagine like hearing a person talk like this or with this kind of voice in real life. Yes.
やっぱり議員は強いですね。
住民の代わりに喧嘩をするのが仕事だからな。強くて当然だわい。
さとこちゃんも無事で本当に良かった。これからは何かあったらいつでも相談してください。
Okay, yes.
必ず味方になりますよ。
They rubbed Satoko's head while they spoke.
ありがとうございますですわ。
Back in the main tent, having been last rushed in, were the many influential Sonozakis. They were all folk we became indebted to yesterday, except Satoko. Everyone bowed their heads. Until just a few days ago, everyone present was someone who could have been bad-mouthing the Hojo family. But Keiichi had broken through it all, having reflected among their thoughtless insensitivities. I doubt any of these people will discriminate against Satoko. In fact, they bow their heads, apologize for their actions, and promise their assistance if anything were come or is. Sorry. Yes.
いえいえ、ケイイチなんてとんでもない。お、ケイイチ。
But yeah, basically what they said is they will help in the future if anything happens again. That's it.
お父さんたちも来たぞ。
But yeah, isn't this the first time Keiichi's parents also go or went here to the Watanagashi Festival, right? Yeah, it's the first time, right? The couple past chapters, it's pretty much Keiichi all the time only, right? Yeah, this is the first time.
こんばんは。はじめましてなのです。ケイイチのニャーニャーをしておりますリカなのです。どうもはじめましてですわ。北条聡子と申します。
あなたがさとこちゃんね。こんなにひどい怪我をして本当にかわいそうに。
今後も何かあったらケイイチをぜひこき使ってやってください。それと引き換えと言ってはなんですが、どうですかお嬢さん、ぜひ今度モデルに。
So basically, Keiichi's dad is technically like Irie as well, right? What?
なんだか監督と近い属性を感じるお父様ですわね。
Yes, true.
すまん、こういう親父なんだ。
でも温かくて楽しそうなお父様でしたよ。
Keiichi's parents were also at the festival. They made quite a fuss for having such a magnificent son. According to Keiichi, since his parents were busy, rarely left the house from being busy, this was a good chance for them to interact with the villagers. Keiichi's father had probably volunteered to make posters for the town council if the need ever arose. I heard from Keiichi the posters his father makes are so good that people steal them. I look forward to seeing just what kind of posters they are. I mean, Keiichi's father is an artist.
こんな楽しい綿流しのお祭りは僕も初めて見ますのです。そうね、私も初めてよ。
This is the best.
というか、あんたの方が長生きしてるんだもの。あんたが初めてなら、私にとっても初めてに決まってるじゃない。
But yeah, I think this is the best because of after what everyone did, right? The town pretty much uniting, right? To helping Satoko, and then it was over, and then we had this, like, and then everyone was here as well. So, yes, it is, I think, the best one so far. Like, even Keiichi's parents are here, right?
でもきっと綿流しという名前のお祭りになってからの中でも一番賑やかで楽しいお祭りだと思いますのです。そもそも綿流しのお祭りが楽しいお祭りになったのはここ数年のことでしょ。明治以降は退屈な古出家の儀式だし、それ以前は 鷹の好みのお祭りだったはず。あうあうあうごめん、今日は意地悪はなしね。楽しみましょう。
Honestly speaking, I mean, them mentioning Takano, right? I wonder what happened to the storyline there. They showed them last time to Mitake, Takano, and Irie, right? Like much earlier in the chapter. Like they were wearing different outfits, right? And yeah, they look like they were on a case here in Hinamizawa, and it's been years, right? And after that, that was pretty much sidelined because of what happened to Satoko, right? So hopefully we come back to that.
私たちも私とあなたを祭る夜なんだから。
I heard Hanyu whisper in disbelief that only recently there was a world where Shion tortures Satoko to death. That horrific world, this happy ending world, it's all the same Hinamizawa. True. Because in that world, Shion pretty much blames Satoko, right? I'm sure the people who only know this world believe unwaveringly that Hinamizawa is destined to have a happy ending. Only Hanyu and I know, only the bystanders know that here in Hinamizawa beyond a membrane so thin that it was thin. Which is why I'm certain that we understand better than anybody else just how much of a blessing this world is. If Keiichi and the others gave in to their temper without fighting side by side, the day or this day would never have come. If Keiichi lost his temper, he would have been committed a crime that day. Same goes for Shion, she would be a criminal. In Rena's case, she would already be 3 moves ahead. Only Mia never blew her fuse. True. Mion is the best one here. Of course, there was actually a world where I lost it. I ended up getting myself killed. How hopeless. Anyway, none of those worlds were any good. We weren't able to take back our happy world. But yeah, so far right now, everyone is good, right? So I'd given up hope, but nobody else had. We all united to bring about the miracle that needed to happen. A miracle happened because everyone united. That was nice. This might come across as self-aggrandizing, but I don't think that there would have been a miracle if even just I had given up and denied unity. During that last call, if I hadn't taken away the phone receiver and Keiichi... Okay. That's it, the miracle that couldn't have happened without everybody coming together. The miracle that wouldn't have been if even one of us gave up. It's thanks to Keiichi. Yes. Thanks the hero of Hinamizawa. If everything is fate and there is a meaning to Keiichi's existence, what is it trying to tell me? I already knew the meaning of resisting fate. Never again will I give in to fate, not once more. The mere opposite of what Hanyu told me, not to hold expectations for anything. Even Hanyu must be able to cause some sort of miracle. Or so I tried telling her, but she's stubborn at the oddest times and evaded me with a simple ow. Yeah, I wish next time they would add, like, we can continue that on our own, right? Because I wanted to read that and, yeah, give my thoughts on some of those, right? But it was moving so fast though, and I couldn't say anything basically. Faded notebook? Okay. We got it here already. Zips. Now let me check that. Watch, therefore, for you know what hour your lord doth come. But know this, that if the goddam of the house, or the good man I mean, had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Even God doesn't know when he will descend once more. He is constantly prepared for that day to come. Have faith in your God at all times. Your God doesn't even know when he'll see the light. Do not spare any effort. Study hard every day. Have the passion for discovery. You never know when you will be rewarded, but the day will come for sure. Until then, you must let the fires of your passion burn bright. Hifumi tea. Who is that? What? We haven't met a Hifumi, right? Okay, let's continue a little bit more. We only played a couple of minutes, 20 minutes, so let's do more.
そんなことを言ってたね。でもどうしてだい？ どうして僕と高野さんが殺されなきゃならないんだい？
Oh, I guess Rika is talking to both of them again to warn them, right?
あらあら、
Hifumi T. Hifumi Tomitake. Hifumi Takano.
私たちが5年目のたたりに名前を連ねられるなんて名誉な話よ。
As I'd expected, they didn't really take me telling them that they'd be killed on the night of the festival seriously. They did keep their promise to tighten up security after I showed them the ritual storehouse. However, they hadn't given one thought to their own safety. Oh well, like I said, I didn't expect them to believe me. If they were willing to take me seriously, I could have easily changed their fate a long time ago.
もう一度言いますです。富武は喉をかきむしって、高野はどこか遠くの山奥で焼かれて死にますです。
喉をかきむしるって、それはレベル5の末期症状のことかい？
See, he's saying this now. Terminal symptoms of L5. So basically, he's gonna be like, let's say he's normal right now, right? If he dies, he's gonna be L5 instantly. How does that happen though, right? I don't know. I mean, they have like, technically they don't really have a cure, right? But I guess like what they did with Satoko, what Irie is injecting Satoko with, maybe like suppressing it a little bit. But maybe there's a counter to that. Maybe there's some medicine that they can also use to pretty much like boost you up to L5 instantly, right? Because yeah, if you have a cure, you can have the opposite of it as well, the disease itself, right? So maybe someone did that to Tomitake, that's why he becomes L5 and then kills himself, right? So Tomitake just needs to be with, I guess, a lot more people, right? Yeah, don't go near Takano. Who knows if Takano did that, right? I mean, even though she technically dies as well, right? But yeah, I do remember back then that they were saying something about the corpse, right? The one that got burned. Supposedly it was Takano, but they were saying that the body died like much more earlier, right? And then Takano was still alive at that moment in time, right? So maybe it was fake. But yeah, we don't really have any confirmation with that, at least right now, but we will have to see.
大丈夫だよ。僕はちゃんと注射を受けてる。そんなことはありえないよ。
私だってあんまりね。どこか遠くの山奥で焼死なんて失礼な話だわ。
And yeah, if anyone, right, would do this to Tomitake, it's pretty much just one of them, right? Because who knows about this stuff? Only, I guess, pretty much the people in the clinic, Rika, right? But everyone else doesn't know about this, right? So the one who's doing this to Tomitake, I guess, every time is a person from the clinic. And yeah, my biggest suspect is this lady right here, right? She's the biggest suspect here, honestly.
それがあなたの夢の中に出てきたというの？
But will she do it? I don't know. Maybe.
今夜だけでもどうか気をつけてほしいのです。
But yeah, what is the purpose though? Why would you kill Tomitake though? What is the purpose of this? He dies. I guess when he dies, it riles up the curse, right? The curse of Ayashiro-sama. And the people gets much more tense, right? Yeah, tension arises in the village, right? Maybe that's the reason?
騙されたと思って、どうか僕の言うことを聞いてはくれませんですか？
私たちの身に迫る何かというのも夢のお告げなのかしら。大丈夫よ。あなたの身辺は山犬がちゃんと警護しているわ。今日だって8人があなたの近辺を警護しているのよ。
8 security guards. Jesus.
ありがとうです。僕の警護は十分助かっています。ですから、高野たちも同じく用心してほしいのです。
心配してくれてありがとう。大丈夫だよ。こう見えても体は鍛えてるんだ。
Dude, it doesn't matter if you're working out or not. It doesn't matter if you're big or small. If you get that L5 thing, you're dead.
降りかかる火の粉くらいはちゃんと払えるよ。
Tomitake flexed his biceps and smiled. He was probably trying to make me feel better. But all he really did was make me feel sadder. This is the sad part about being me. I knew the future, but I can't tell them. It's as if the world, or that was a rule of the world. Okay? People tend not to believe what I tell them. I guess she can tell them, but no one is just believing her.
でも死ぬのです。
Yeah, like this. She's telling them, but no one is believing her. You can't really prove it though, right? Because yeah, it's only what do you call this? You saying that, or Rika saying that, right? There is no proof that this is gonna happen.
富武と高野が死ねば次は僕が殺されるのです。二人が死んだら誰が僕を守ってくれるのですか？
どうも相当悪い夢を見たみたいね。大丈夫よ。もし万が一私たちが死ぬようなことがあっても、山犬があなたを警護するわ。
山犬は本当に僕を守ってくれるのでしょうか？守ってくれた試しはないのです。
そんなことないわ。あなたがふっかけた喧嘩にも現れたでしょ。あなたの近辺を常に警戒してくれているわ。もちろん平時にはそこまでの警戒はしていないけれど、先日のあなたの要望以来、あなたへの警戒態勢は非常に高度な状態を維持しているわ。入江所長の警護よりも厳重なくらいよ。
富武と高野が死んだ後もその警戒態勢は維持されますですか？
無論よ。あなたの身ほど大事なものはないんだから。
僕たちは今夜殺されてしまうともう決まっているのかい？参ったな。
富武に生き残る意志がないのなら死んだ後の私の身にしか興味がないです。
My words must have left a mark on his heart. He looked much more serious after I said that to him. Wait, what did she say? I didn't understand. Then I only have to worry about myself. Okay.
やれやれ。わかったよ。せいぜい今夜気をつけるよ。沖宮へ戻るときは僕にも警護をつけることにする。
Honestly, if Tomitake survives this, right, and he make it until tomorrow, I guess it's safe now. Because yeah, he pretty much dies technically after the Watanagashi Festival, or the night, I mean, right?
二人の時に襲われるのだと思います。だから今夜二人きりになってはダメなのです。
But what if, right? What if the one who attacks Tomitake is right next to him, right?
あらあら、焼いてるのかしら？
No, I'm not trusting you. I do not trust you, miss. You are the most untrusty person here with your fake smile and fake laugh.
おませさんね。
Like I thought I can't change your fate. When we saved Satoko, everyone shared the same sense of urgency. That's why we all got together and saved her before it was too late. However, they still have no sense of urgency at all. How can I make them understand? I sighed and gave up.
富武、高野、さようなら。今日までありがとうでした。
ちょっと待ちなよ。リカちゃん。
I had nothing else to say to them now. Instead, it might be worth talking to someone else. If I could get someone else to protect them, I might be able to change something. Or maybe you can ask Akasaka, eh? I can't give up yet. Fate is as thin as a piece of paper. It's just like the lid on a jar of a jam. It's not going to open unless you believe it will. I have to believe that I can change my fate. If I don't, it's not going to change.
富武さんと高野さんがですか？それは本当ですか？
Okay, now she's telling it to everyone. I told Irie about this many times in the past. Irie tends to listen to me more seriously than Tomitake and Takano. And yeah, Irie does survive though. But yeah, I think he died in one of the chapters, right? Only one of them? Was it the 4th chapter? Or no, was it the 5th? Or was it the 3rd chapter? But yeah, he died, right? He overdosed, I think, if I'm correct. Something like that. But yeah, he died. I don't remember which chapter is it though. I think it was the 3rd one. I'm just not sure. However, that doesn't mean that he can actually do something about it.
お社様の巫女の僕が嫌な予感がするから。では、理由になりませんですか？
わかりました。そうおっしゃるなら、お社様のご神託かもしれませんね。今夜そんな事件があれば、5年目のたたりということになってしまいます。お二人には注意するよう、私からも伝えましょう。
All Irie would end up doing would be warning the two of them, which was exactly the same thing as what I did. In other words, it wouldn't matter in the least. Irie is just a researcher and he has no ability to deal with the unexpected trouble. That's why Takano works for him after all.
くれぐれもよろしくお願いしますです。ペコリ。
Pekuri. Who else would treat me seriously? Akasaka! Talk to him. Who would be able to prevent Tomitake and Takano's death? Uishi. Yeah, Uishi or Akasaka. That's right. There's one man who's been fighting the curse of Ayashiro-sama with all his might.
あれ？フルデさん？
Yeah, you could actually tell Oishi because Oishi could actually guard them, right? Yeah.
探してたんですよ。赤坂さんがぜひお別れの挨拶をしたいと言って探してたんですが。
Or maybe have them followed, right?
つくづく赤坂とは肝心な時に縁がないのです。
He and I are not meant to be because yeah, whenever Rika is looking for Akasaka, now he's gone, right?
先日の温泉の件を随分恨まれているようですね。
I mean, yeah, she is upset. She could have helped or used Akasaka's help.
赤坂さんも何も恩返しができなかったことを悔やまれていましたよ。長い休みが取れたら改めてひなみ沢に行きたいと言っていました。
Yeah, next vacation in the next life.
それを奥さんに勘違いされちゃったみたいで。可愛いけどあの奥さん家に帰ると怖い人なんだろうな。
大石、実は大切な話があるのですが、誰も信じてくれませんの。
Sorry, I accidentally clicked it again.
いかがなさいましたか？
I've spoken to him several times in the past too. He usually takes me pretty seriously. However, after they die, he starts suspecting me. That's why I stopped talking to him.
それをどこで聞いたんですか？
I mean, yes, he's gonna suspect you. He's a cop, right? And if you know that someone is gonna die and they actually die, of course you are gonna be a suspect. Like, you can't just say that, oh, I had a premonition about it, by the way. No, they're not gonna believe that.
どの辺で？
I told him that I heard someone talking about murdering them in the crowd. Though that way, he might not be suspicious of me after the murder really happens.
確かに富武さんはよそ者だし、高野さんと合わせれば2人。1人が死んで1人が消えるか。確かに5年目のたたりとしてはあってもおかしくなさそうですね。デマの可能性もありますが、わかりました。ダメでもともと。
Okay, but just in case.
お二人をマークさせましょ
う。Okay.
襲うなら、ひなみ沢と沖宮の間の道だとも言っていたように思いますです。
Tomitake's body will be found on the road leading out of the village. From what I remember, he's discovered where the concrete road turns to gravel.
わかりました。車を1台張り付かせましょう。そのくらいの余裕はありますので。
He agreed to get involved, and he wasn't suspicious of me either. I'm sure it seems odd to people that Uishi actually believed this phony sounding story of mine. The thing about Uishi is that he strongly believes that there is no smoke when there's no fire. I've learned from experience that he tends to believe my information. However, the personality of this has caused me so much trouble in previous worlds. Of course, there's no question why he's so eager to believe me either. This is his last chance to expose the curse of Oyashiro-sama before his retirement. Even if it might be fake, he still wanted to believe it. That was convenient for me since I couldn't show proof.
クマちゃん、聞こえますか聞こえますか？沖宮への帰り道の途中にパトを1台張り付かせてください。いえ、単なる警戒です。良くないことがそこら辺で起こるかもしれないという噂が入りまして。2人程度でいいでしょう。お願いいたします。
ありがとうです。誰も僕のことを信じてくれないので困っていたところなのです。
それを信じるのが警察です。何事もなければむしろ無事を喜ぶべきじゃないですか。出動を空振りこれを喜べ。私の先輩の言葉です。それにせっかくのタレコミ情報を見過ごして事件を防げなかったらこれほど悔しいことはありませんからね。
I see. That's his way of thinking about things. That's why he believed me without a question. I hope he won't consider me a suspect after they found their bodies tomorrow. I shouldn't worry about that now. But yeah, who knows though, right? Maybe they'll survive this time. I can still do more. Who else should I talk to? I mean, Akasaka, Mion. Maybe I can talk to Mion. Should I talk to my friends? I can't give up. I should at least try. But yeah, this is nice though, right? She said she's not gonna give up. She's doing everything now, basically.
Masaka!
Yeah, Mion is pretty much the successor to Oreo, so you could tell her that maybe something bad like this will happen today, right? And then they can keep an eye out again, right?
そんな物騒なことを言ってる人がいるのかい？よりにもよってこの日に不謹慎だな。
But the problem is though, will this or will her telling this to pretty much a lot of people have consequences, right? We'll have to find out.
あれか？今日起こるかもしれないって噂のお社様のたたりってやつか？
Honestly, the curse now, right? Like the curse feels nothing now. Like there's no weight to it anymore. After what we know about the curse now, right? Like it's nothing. Like, oh, the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Okay.
連続4年起こってるからね。やっぱり今夜も起こるかもしれないと思ってる人も少なくないみたいだね。
怒ると思うのは勝手でございますけど、富武さんと高野さんを名指しするなんて失礼な話ですわね。富武さんと高野さんにも念のため伝えた方がいいんじゃないかな。
We did already.
もう伝えましたですが、信じてもらえなかったです。
そりゃそうだろうな。でも万が一何かあった後じゃ遅いしな。大石さんに話した方がいいんじゃないか？
もちろん、もう話しましたです。
へえ、リカちゃまはなかなか手際がいいじゃないですか。でも確かに用心に越したことはないです。今夜だけは。ひなみ沢村連続開始事件、通称お社様のたたり。はっきり言って何年も続かれちゃ困るんだよね。面白がって模倣するバカも出てくるし、何より村のイメージダウンにしかならない。
つまり今夜何も起こらなければそれで連続はついえるわけだろ。
But I honestly want this to not, or I want nothing to happen tonight. So it's like this world is gonna be much more different, right? But I think something will still happen though. That's the thing. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Like all these warnings, hopefully something happens and Tomitake survives until the next day, right?
なら今夜起こらないように何かすればいいわけだ。
なんかって何ですの？悪いことが起こらないように村中で見回りでもしますの？
見回りなんかしたらかえって不用心な気がします。そもそも手の打ちようなんてあるんですか？一応綿流しの準備会の方では連続開始事件を模倣しようとする変質者が紛れ込む可能性もあるので、見かけない顔には警戒しようってことになってる。
ひなみ沢はよその人の顔はわかるからね。見慣れない人がいたらすぐわかる。だからきっと大丈夫だと思うけどな。でもそれでもきっと富武と高野は殺されるのです。リカちゃん、そうだね。私たちにもできることをしてみようよ。
そうだな。一晩中を護衛はできないだろうけど、せめて祭りが終わるまでの間近くにいようぜ。人が近くにいれば悪い連中もおいそれと手出しはできねえだろう。
I couldn't tell if they really believed me or not, but they listened to me at least. We decided to keep our eyes on Tomitake and Takano and protect them for the rest of the night. I guess I've done everything I can for now. Though it's hard to believe this is enough to prevent their deaths.
あとは明日目が覚めた時、何も起こっていないかどうかね。
Yes, that is my biggest hope as well. If that happens, yes, hopefully.
リカは富武たちの死を防げると思っていますですか？
Yeah, but yeah, can't Hanyu go? Like, Hanyu can just pretty much like go around town, right? Can she go and look after, like, let's say Tomitake, right? So she can check who kills Tomitake or who does that to him, I mean, right? Yeah, can Hanyu like just do that?
無理かもしれない。やはりあの二人が死ぬのは私の命運が尽きることを知らせる
And then if
時計の時
Hanyu
報なのかもしれない。
and then if Hanyu finds out who does that to Tomitake or Takano, I mean, and Takano, then yeah, you could warn Rika and say like, oh, it's this person that did this, right? It was that person. Can you not do that? Like she's not really bound to Rika. Rika can only see her. Like they're connected, right? But she's not bound to her. Like she could go far away if she wanted to, right? Or far from Rika.
でもさっき高野も言った。山犬が私への警護を厳重にしてくれているから、仮にあの二人が殺されても私は無防備とはならないかもしれない。そうしてる間に東京から応援も来るだろうしね。いつものように富武たちが殺されたとしても、その後の状況はそれでもダメなら潔く死ぬしかないわね。とにかく今回は最後の最後まで諦めない。あがける限りあがく。どうせ無駄だから残りの時間をワインで過ごすなんて後ろ向きなことは絶対にしない。リカの好きなようにするといいのです。羽生は相変わらずどうせダメだと思ってる？僕はいいもダメもないです。あるがままが運命ですから。期待するから心が痛むか。
If I'm an actress trying to get up on stage, Hanyu is a real bystander. We have very different opinions when it comes to this.
リカ、何があってもどうか気を落とさないで。
Yes, never give up, Rika. We can do this.
なんだか今回もどうせダメだって遠回しに言われてるみたいね。最近あんたと話してるとイラつくことが多いわ。
I mean, I guess Rika is kinda... Yeah, she's getting pissed off because Hanyu... Who knows how long Hanyu has lived, right? And For Hanyu, it was pretty much like, yeah, failure after failure after failure of her world, right? And I guess now Rika, with this world being really, really good, right? She's getting pissed off because Hanyu is still being negative, even though there's a lot of nice stuff that is happening in this world compared to the other ones, right? It is pretty much perfect. Pretty much, yeah, because of the thing would happen with Satoko, right? But still, it is extremely good compared to the other ones. And Hanyu is still here saying that she's kind of negative, right? Yeah, just a little bit. Now she's saying that no matter what happens, don't give up. And earlier she was like, don't what do you call this? Don't like Rika doesn't have her hopes up, right? She was saying that in the beginning as well, right? So yeah, let's see. I understand. Hanyu keeps telling me not to get my hopes up because she cares about me. Because yeah, it hurts much more if you have your hopes up in a world and then you fail still, right? Like, it hurts much, much more. Because I hope to defeat fate, I get hurt when that hope is betrayed. Yes. And the more I get hurt, the closer I get to losing my mind and disappearing. For Hanyu, that means losing her only friend. Losing me is probably the most unbearable thought for Hanyu since she has to live alone, unable to communicate with anyone else. I now believe that fate can be changed. Even when I didn't have that fate, I still believe that eventually I'd find a way to get out of this maze. Perhaps Hanyu knows something I don't. Maybe. Maybe Hanyu knows the ending of this world, right? I might just be a goldfish inside of a fishbowl. There might be no way for me to escape my fate. We're stuck alone inside of a fishbowl, yet every day I knock on the glass believing that I can break it someday. Hanyu keeps telling me that I'm wasting my time. If I get hurt, I'd die. She would have survived all by herself inside a fishbowl. With that, I think I finally understand our difference of opinions. Hanyu has lived for a much longer time than I have. Because of that, she understands the laws of this infinitely spanning world better than I do. No matter how much I refute Hanyu, I can never refute the truth. Even so, I still have to believe in my own fate. I believe in a spear that will pierce the wall of my fate, and my fate will make that spear sharper than ever. We found Tomitake in the crowd and struck up a conversation with him to keep him around as long as we could. However, as soon as the festival ended, they tried to leave. If they left now, I'd never see them again. Mian tried insisting they stay at her house for the night, but Tomitake refused. I mean, of course he's gonna refuse. Everyone tried various ways to stop them from being alone because a murderer might be around. However, we eventually started to believe that they wanted to be alone for adult reasons. And I wound up suggesting that we shouldn't interrupt the two lovebirds.
大丈夫だよリカちゃん。富武のおじさまだって男だよ。いざとなれば高野さんのために獅子奮迅の活躍をしてくれるよ。
I'm sure he'll do anything to protect Takano-san. What if the one he's protecting is the one who did that to him? Right?
そうよね。私に危機があったら、二郎さんが体を張って守ってくださるのよね。
Because yeah, it makes sense. If he becomes L5 instantly, the only one who could do that is either her or let's say Irie, right? And I don't think it's Irie. No.
そのつもりだよ。
Like you don't really go to L5 instantly, right? In a couple hours. Like for example, like for Keiichi, right? When we were doing the first chapter, he was slowly going insane, right? Yeah, very, very slowly. It wasn't like it was instant. It built up through the days, right? But for Tomitake like this, him being normal, and then suddenly he's the worst, I guess, let's say, stage of the disease, right? Instantly? How is that possible?
じゃあ私たちはもう行こう。もうだいぶ遅いよ。
ありがとうね、 気を利かせてくれて。
Yeah, didn't Keiichi do that as well, right? He killed himself in the telephone booth. Was that the first chapter? But yeah, Keiichi did that as well, right? Like he clawed his neck as well. Am I correct?
くれぐれも誤解しないでくれよ。僕は診療所に忘れ物をしてるんだ。それで診療所の鍵は高野さんが持ってるから、高野さんと一緒に診療所に行くんだよ。
へえ、富武のおじさま、ナースプレイとは奥が深いです。違うよシオン、きっと分娩台を使ったお医者さんごっこなんだよ。
What? I think he's more into playing gynecologist. What? She got smacked. Crash, bang, and wham.
はあ、ナースプレーってなんだろう。
Okay, we were talking about them being killed. Now they're talking about this stuff.
がっちり理解できてるなら照れ隠しに殴るのはやめろ。それからミオンとシオン、お前ら下ネタだけ意気投合するな。
Stop only getting along when you're making dirty jokes.
じゃあね、みんな。本当に忘れ物を取りに戻るだけだからね。ついてきちゃダメだよ。
No, we gotta follow them.
富武、本当に用心するのですよ。理科の心配しすぎではございませんの？
No, we're not overreacting.
はあ、
Everyone laughed and Satoko yawned. It seemed like a good time to call it a day. It doesn't feel like I was able to change their fate. I just hope that they pay attention and that they're prepared for whatever faces them. I still might have a chance. All I can do now is pray.
それじゃあ富武さん、またぜひその時は写真を見せてくださいね。
その罰ゲームのシャツ、ぜひ着てきてくださいね。
よっ、美女との一夜、羨ましいね。ヒューヒュー。
またね、みんな。次に会うのは秋頃かな。
私たちが今夜殺されなければね。それじゃみんな、おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。
That was the best I could do on the night of the Watanagashi. It is over. Let us see. Will they survive? I don't know, but hopefully they survive. So it becomes a little bit different, right? Actually, I want to check again, like who died each year. I kind of forgot. Okay, please tell me what happened this night. Please tell me what happened this night. I don't know if the cat is alive. Okay, what is that? Frederica Berncastle. Who the hell is this? Honestly, we've seen this name ever since the beginning, right? Frederica Berncastle. Okay, so I guess we'll take a break here for now, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? If Tomitake does survive, it's gonna change the story a little bit, right? Like no one dies. So yeah, as I was saying as well, I want to look who died this past couple Watanagashi festivals, right? The Oyashiro massacres. Because for last year it was Satoshi, right? He disappeared and then the aunt died, right? And then for this year it is supposed to be Tomitake who died and then Takano disappeared, right? So what I'm saying is, if the thing that happened with Tomitake there, like someone just wants someone to die this year, right? To pretty much just continue this curse of Ayashiro-sama, to rile people up, to make the village have more, I guess, tension, right? Like, oh, like somebody died again, right? Yeah, pretty much I think it's just that. Like for the other ones, it was coincidence that they just died at that day, right? But I want to see. I want to check one by one. It was like it's the 5th year today, right? So 4 deaths in 4 years. I just want to remember which one died, right? Because yeah, one of them was also the Furude family priest, right? Rika's dad, he died. I think it was a heart attack if I'm correct. And then the mom disappeared, right? Okay, wait, I want to check one by one. Well, I'll check that. Then if it comes up by next episode that Tomitake and Takano still died, and then maybe we'll talk about that, right? So yeah, we're gonna continue this and do more of Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 7, Minagoroshi in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye-bye.